I started to walk up to him, and he kept shooting. Like, dude, what the fuck you doing? Why ain't you dying? Because you can't shoot an individual, you dumbass. Only the animals. They set it up. Otherwise, everybody be coming up here to get a fucking scope rifle, you dumbass. Oh. I'm like, by the way, what the fuck is the point of that? Why would you do that? Well, I thought it'd be fun. Don't do it. Yeah, so there's some wackaloons sometimes. Every once in a while, you got to kind of put somebody back in their place. And I'll be honest, I needed it too. If you ever talk to Vinny, you got to ask him how everything went down with me the first fucking day in here. We were at the old Benny's, and he got into it with Dion and this guy Carlos, who I so much respect now. He's no longer part of this smile, but still RPs. And I was backing up. Oh, fuck, I completely missed that fucker. You bastard. Yeah, stick your fat ass up there again. Run, bitch. And I instantly pulled my gun out. Am I that fucking off this morning? Yeah. I better have gotten him with that fucking... Nope. Fat fucker. No shit, getting stressed. Alright, I gotta smoke a joint. What does that tell you? Chugs, thanks for the raid. Thank you, brother. How are you? Jesus Christ, how many of these things you gotta smoke? Rastos, hey baby, how are you? How you doing down there, kiddo? Thanks, Chugs. I appreciate it, brother. Right back at all you guys. Good. We got rain up the ass up here today. Should be snowing. It ain't. It's rain. I'm not complaining. I know, but it doesn't sit well. Does that make sense? It's like almost January and everything's still fucking brown. Doesn't sit well. Alright. I gotta go get these fucking critters up. I gotta get them turned in before it throws my ass out of here. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Nope. Get rid of the gun. Unless I see a cougar. Yeah, I know. Well, and the thing is, it seems like our winters here in the Midwest are getting later in the year. I mean, I remember growing up and holy fuck, you'd have snow in November. Not now. And don't tell I shouldn't say that. We got snow already. It lasted a day, and then it started melting. I gotta remember where I dropped all these little bastards at. There's one. thought I got another one further out. It might have been up the road there. I hate that fucking box. So, yeah, this whole I don't think I got that one that I was trying to shoot for the last 9 shots. So I know what's coming. It'll be January or February. Shit. You know what? Yeah, you do. It's, you know, you would think the same thing over here. I'm just a little bit south of Chicago, and we get the lake effect bullshit. It all depends on the wind from all of that, you know, which way it's going to. I don't think I got that fucker. He was so far out, it would have been a hard shot to get him anyway. Um, so yeah, we'll get the lake effect, but I'm far enough down that I'm at the tail end of it. I am south of Chicago, about an hour and a half. If you ever heard of a city called Kankakee, I'm south of there, just a little bit. Um, yeah, they're saying like windy today, rainy, like an inch of rain. I'm like, you're gonna throw off my grass and my trees and all this fucking rain. They're gonna think, oh, it's time to wake up and grow. No, no, mowers put away. No more mowing. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, you dumbass. Yeah, oh yeah. How the fuck did I get stuck like this? Unfucking real. You know what? And here's the other thing. We had kind of a dry season here. It fucking killed my grass. I mean, it was brown. Um, I didn't have to mow grass for almost a fucking month. Might have even been longer. So definitely the climate's been changing. I can tell you that much. See, somebody just hit my truck. You bastard. Bing. Either purposely or they just can't fucking shoot. Oh, too low. Oh, I gotta get my ass back. Where am I at? Well, good enough for now. I can come back in a little bit. Yeah, later on today, I got my daughter. Bless her heart, she's really supporting me with this, and that was I thought was going to be my biggest critic. At her age, going, Dad, what are you doing? You know, but she's like super proud, super supportive. She had a shit ton of her friends come on one night, um, just as followers, and it really warmed my heart. My wife's biggest supporter as well, so it means a lot for them to not look at me as like, what in the fuck are you trying to do? At your age, to give me something to do instead of sitting here being a mope in my condition, And I mean, it's very depressing for me. My lifestyle before all this shit with my legs took a turn for the worse was my job. I would get up 12:30 in the morning, be out of here by like 1:30, drive down, and this is my routine. Drive down, stop at this little place called Casey's gas station. It's a chain. Get my coffee, a donut, a sandwich, maybe some other Scooby snacks when I smoked cigarettes. Drove down the block, fired up my rig, did all my paperwork, got everything ready, um, strapped down my load. I hauled lumber, um, and then headed out. Normally I had to be somewhere, 5, 6 hours away at times, sometimes sooner. I mean, not as far, but, and that was my day. Get that done, drive back, fuel up the truck, park it, turn my paperwork in, take my shit home, and go home. I did that every day. And I loved it. I loved being out there. And then it got taken away from me with this. So it killed me. Killed me. What killed me was when DOT pulled my medical card because of my condition. I get it. I completely understand, but it killed me. I've had a clean record, let's see, for 42 years. Never failed a drug test. Never refused a drug test. Never had an incident where it had to be come in question. No DUIs. I was very proud of that, you know. It killed me when they pulled it, which means I can't drive a semi no more. For those that you don't know, it's a federal mandate. You got to be medically cleared. With my high blood pressure, instead of every 2 years, I'd have to go every year. If I wore glasses, I had to wear the glasses, not get caught without them. Shit like that. Due to the fact that this affected my legs and stability, strength, and feeling, I could see, and I understand, and I'm all for it. It's just I didn't want it all be all for me. So, and then I got forced into disability. That's when they pulled my medical. After that, I call it forced because I'll never be able to go back to doing that. I've done that for 42 years. A little bit less. I was a police officer for almost 5.5 of those. But I still did the trucking part-time. So it was a hard pill to swallow for me. Still is. I'm only 58. I wasn't ready to retire. Damn sure wasn't wanting to be claimed disabled. It's like a kick in the balls. It's a male thing. I guess. It's an ego. Very depressing. Didn't feel I was able to support my family. I was letting them down, the job down, my customers down, myself down. So it was a very hard thing for me to swallow. Still is, like I said. So this was a blessing in disguise for me to do this instead of sitting here, woe is me, and that's what it was. Woe is me turned into sitting there, feeding my face, watch some TV, do some things around the house, maybe. I wouldn't even go fishing, and I'm a fishaholic. No desire. And it was a rough time for my family with me. Wouldn't go anywhere. Doings, nah, I don't feel like it. So, like I said, I put them through hell with it, and this is the best thing that came along in my situation, and I'm glad it did. So, and I'm glad I got to meet everybody here. I really am. It means so much to me that I can actually interact with somebody, even though it's not in person. I wish there was a way we could put faces to the names and names to the faces, if you know what I mean. I'm that kind of a person. So. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, no. No, no. My name even up there yet? No. bastards is. I guess you got to be high up on the 76 level to get your name up there. I like doing this. I like the hunting. It's relaxing to me. You know? And especially where. Dude! What the fuck? Goober smooch? It gives me an opportunity while I'm hunting to chat with people. I can wait for the next critter to come walking across my scope where I can have conversations other than doing some of the other stuff down in the city, you know, where your head's got to constantly be on a swivel. You know, you got to be on guard. At least this way, I have that. Do not blow up while I'm here, you jackass. Um, it gives me the opportunity for all of that. Why do I hear footsteps? So now I got people following me. Uh, it's 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 an awe. I'm just humbled, really humbled. And like I said, I'm old school. I'm a grumpy old bastard. Uh, I don't have a filter most of the time. What you hear is what you're gonna get. Firm believer in don't ask me a question if you don't like the answer you're gonna hear. You know, and I've had to tell people that here in city. I can't believe you said that. You asked. You asked a question. You should not have asked me. So I've been very humbled by the outpouring of support and love and just the camaraderie. It really has amazed me. Um, and I love all you guys for it. I am going to go hide in my pigeon perch. For El Stormo. I'll probably cut stream off for a little bit here, guys. I'm going to do stuff that I need to be doing. Um, so I hope you guys understand that. It's been a pleasure of mine to be able to interact with you guys. It really has. Um, I cannot tell you the joy. Why is it she want to exit the game? Yes, I'm sure I want to exit. Why is it? Oh, exit. I'm not. I just disconnect. Sorry. Um, that you give me the opportunity to interact with you. That you give me the time. That you give me your efforts. It means a lot. It really does. And it, I hope I can help in some way with some of you or give you some conversation back, whether it's on a serious note, on a joking note, um, life in general. I've always said I don't want to get into politics or religions in here. Too many variables and too many ways for people's feelings to get hurt with it. I'll stick to the sports, even though you can piss somebody off just as much with the fucking sports. Um, but life in general, life lessons from people, somebody's thoughts, somebody's feelings, somebody's having a rough day. If in the slightest way I can help them get through that and brighten their day and put a little bit of a smile on them, sold every time. Every time. I don't give a shit about the sub count. I don't give a shit about the subscriptions. I don't care about my RP. If it's going to bring somebody having a rough time a smile or a notion that somebody cares about them in their darkest times, if that makes sense. Um, I think that means more to an individual than, just listening to them and letting it go in one ear or out the other. Respond to what they're saying. You guys respond to when I say stuff. I try to respond when you guys say it, you know. So, madness, you may. I'll be back. I'll be back. I only got trust me, my list is shortened lately. I'm only going to do a couple things. Let storm hit, um, and then I'll come back on. So you can call me your uncle, brother. They call me Uncle Shrek, Grandpa Shrek, Peepaw, uh, fucking Shrek. You'll hear that. Um, or the newest one. Oh, geez, Shrek. Yeah, that's when Shrek gets pissed. Um, shit. I answer to anything. Asshole. Yep, that's me. I got a couple things to do here. A little bit of chore stuff, nothing major. Um, it may be a little bit. I'm probably going to change my bandages on my leg out, take a shower and put new ones on. So that may take a little time. Maybe an hour or two tops. I'm hoping. Come back in for a little bit. And then my wife's running some errands. She'll come back. I'm going to spend some time with her. See what else is going on for the upcoming week. We kind of go over like a battle plan, so to say. Hey, we got to, this is going on. I'm going to have to work late here, blah, blah, blah. You know, shit like that. Same to you, Matt. Same to you, Sil. I appreciate it. It was very nice meeting you in City, guys. Just remind me, El Mato. Just remind me that we met. I'm an old man, remember? I've been hitting the head a lot in here, too. Just kidding. So, all right, guys. I'm going to take my break here. I'll be back shortly. Wow, I've been out for 2 hours. That's not bad. I can at least interact more with a different time of group of people. If I have the time and effort to do it during the day, I'm going to do this more. Um, a lot of the more prominent streamers are limited because of their daytime activities, work, family, whatever, sleep. Um, so I want to reach out to the different timing of people's time to be in here, and hear what they got to say, hear their opinions, hear their thoughts on what they think of the community and the city and stuff. Um, and I pass that up. I do, either in the community meetings or my DMs or chats and stuff with admin, with the gods, with Gus, with Ben. I do pass it up what I hear from others of what they're seeing. That's what makes this grow. That's what's making this grow. That's what's keeping this growing. Nuzzy, first time chat. Thank you. Madness Jacob. Excellent. I look forward to seeing you. No, I won't forget your pink bike. I promise, brother. Love you, Nikki. Yeah. A community meeting. And I implore everyone here, go to the community meetings. Um, even if your question is not heard, you can raise your hand and ask a question. Even if you don't get pulled up, you learn more from other people's questions as well, or suggestions or complaints, and what the devs and the gods above, Gus and Steph and Angelix and Gun Collector and Jesse and all of them. And I know I'm leaving so many out, but just to kind of give you an idea. And it's also a place where they let us know what the next phase is, what's going to be happening. Um, and that's a good place for us to all interact. So I implore you guys to, if you can, make it to the meetings, these community meetings when they post them. Not only to put your hand up if you have a question or a suggestion, but also to listen. And you'd be surprised how many other people may have the same question or suggestion as well. XKC, what's up, brother? How are you? Um, so if you can make that, I do have suggestions that I'd like to see and stuff. Um, and I do want to listen to what the higher ups have planned for the future, and what we can do as a community to help that future. Because at the end of the day, if we all don't work together, we're not going to have a future in here. It'll just fall apart. If we can stick together, work through the issues, work through the madness of things, the change, um, and grow with it. It's going to grow us as individuals too. Because if you look outside or in the real world, holy fuck, it's a scary place out there sometimes. If we can transfer some of this love and affection and continuality and growth and communication to that shit out there, maybe we're too old to deal with it and have the repercussions from it. But think of our kids and our grandkids and shit. What they're going to have to go through if we don't change with the way these fucking wackaloons out here are running this country sometimes. Oh, I love Red M. I love Red M. I just got to get back into the swing of things. Um, and I'm kind of waiting. I thought we were all going to go back to a Red M server. That's probably still in the works, but off to the side right now. But I'd like to find a decent one that's not real controlling, if you know what I mean, Nikki. That one we were in last year, or last, fuck. What we were in, what, how long were we in there? An hour, if that? And we all got bounced or banned or something? That was bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I've been that route, brother. Been that route. Storms roll through, and all of a sudden, well, the one night I lost all power. Oh, everything. The whole house, everything. Actually, the whole town. We were like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was. It was a great. We were having fun. And then that frickin' bitch of a sheriff, holy fuck. And of all people she started to lay into was Gus. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh no, no, no. And then I was like, up, too late. His cuckoo bird flew off the perch from his cuckoo clock. It wasn't even going back in at that point. So bad. So bad. Oh yeah. But it was fun. That was funny as hell. But yeah, he still has plans for a Red M server. I know that. But I just think it's taken a little bit more of a back burner because you got to remember this Smile 2 was supposed to happen after Frown. Frown got pushed off to make this happen for the wipe. And then within good reason, and it worked. Unheard of, but it worked. I give that man credit for that. I give all of them credit for making that big of a jump and that big of a decision. Let's wipe the server. What? Yep. Clean everything out. Start fresh. You don't do that. Not when you're on the top. And he was on the top. He's on the top again. He had a vision. They ran with it. Look where our numbers are at. Yeah, I did. It looks wicked. If it, you know what, Nick, if we can all find one that's, you gotta remember who's going to be coming in there. It's us knuckleheads with this mentality. So it can't be one of those real strict ones. And I'm not saying nothing against TARP, but you know how their rules are with the swearing and stuff. None of us, me especially, would not do well in a Red M server with, oh, we don't use that language in here. What the fuck? I'd been banned 3 seconds in. That's why I can't go to TARP. There is no way. I love those guys. I respect them. Messer's a bro. My mouth would get me kicked out in a heartbeat. Same with frickin' TikTok. How long do you think I'd last on TikTok posting? Zero. Gus complains that he gets booted all the time. I would even make it an hour. Oh, yeah, yeah. That would be pretty cool. It really would. Because we like using the backstory of we're the forefathers of what you see here in Smile. So we're like the great grandfathers, great great grandfathers of our characters here in Smile. Or as Gus likes to put it, you're just the father of everybody here in Smile from that era. I'm like, you're an asshole. So, all right, guys, I am going to bounce out of here, go do what I got to do. I will get back on here as soon as I can. Um, the notification will come out when I hit live again. So please feel free if you have the time, come on back in, sit down. I don't know, turn a ball game on, watch that, watch this, talk to me, listen, complain to me, give me shit, watch me do something stupid. That's all possible. Love you guys. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all your support, the conversation mostly. And I just appreciate you guys for being here. So thank you so much. And I'll see you guys back in here in a little bit.